Whoa.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to just clean up and I broke into this big box of feathers and then this vat of syrup spilled over and toppled, and it's been just a domino effect from that point on.
That's an impressive mess.
I've never seen anything like it. Are those marbles mixed in with the syrup?
Yeah, and I don't even know where they came from.
This is just a room we don't usually have to clean, so...
I know. I just thought it needed a little sprucing up.
Well, it's gonna need a little bit more than that now.
And I just knew it would just take a few minutes.
Well, right now, it's gonna take a little bit longer.
I don't think I can even see an end to this mess. Where would we even start?
Guys, I know this seems terrible and endless, but it reminds me of a video I saw recently. Here. Let me pull it up for you.
This is the story about the God who loves us in the Bible. We find truth and purpose to love God and love others. We're searching God's word for things to discover. This book is alive, full of answers and godly advice. This book is alive. See the wonderful stories inside. Every day I'm searching, read through history and poetry. How much Jesus loves me. God's great story lives. There's no other book like this. This book is alive.
Genesis.
Why is there a talking snake in the garden?
I know, it's very strange. What's even more strange is that the Bible doesn't say why or how the snake even got there. The Bible simply introduces us to the snake as this creature that is in rebellion against God.
And it wants to get other people to doubt God too, to lead them away from God and to death.
Whatever the snake is, it's the source of evil that infects our world and our lives, even still today.
But there is still some hope, because right here in this story, God makes a really interesting promise to Adam and Eve.
God promises that a son of Eve will come in the future and he will crush the serpent's head and destroy evil at its source.
A hero.
The ultimate hero. But during this battle, the serpent will bite the heel of our hero.
They destroy each other.
Right. It's this really strange but beautiful promise. So, when the New Testament introduces us to Jesus of Nazareth, he's not just some random guy. He is the one who has come to fulfill all the ancient promises. Jesus goes around Israel saying that the goodness of God's kingdom is here now. He stands up to the effects of evil by healing people and forgiving them for their sins.
With all the amazing things Jesus was doing, people started believing that he was the promised king.
Jesus began telling his closest followers that he would become king and bring peace by taking the burden of humanity's evil.
The fatal snake bite wound.
Exactly.
With Jesus dying and all, it seems like the serpent wins.
It does at first, and then the story would be a tragedy, except for what happens next. Jesus rises from the dead.
So now, Jesus has the power over evil and death.
The rest of the New Testament says that Jesus' power over evil and death is now available to us, so we can stand up to the effects of evil in our life.
Then, why is there still death and evil in the world all around us? I mean, it's still a big problem.
That's where the end of the biblical story comes in. It describes a day when Jesus comes back and finishes the job.
He destroys the snake once and for all.
Jesus defeats evil and restores the goodness of the garden here on earth.
Guys, think of this big mess as all of the unfair and unjust things that we see in the world. Sometimes it can seem like there's no end to it.
Sorry again.
It's okay, Olive, really, because there is an end to this mess. And one day there will be an end to injustice and unfair things in the world too.
When Jesus comes back?
Exactly. One day in the future, Jesus is going to come back and finish his fight with evil. He'll bring with him a new heaven and a new earth and reign over everything. We can have hope because that day is coming.
And until that day comes, we can still fight evil with Jesus now.
You've got it. We can use the gifts that God has given us, caring about others, standing up for what's right, praying, giving gifts to others, and showing God's love to others to do good and right in the here and now.
I think I see something we can make right now.
This mess won't stand a chance against us.
You ready, Olive?
Let's do it.
Well, that only took,
A few hours.
Well, at least it's all clean now. I can't thank you all enough for your help.
I can honestly say that I've never seen the basement cleaner.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our spring cleaning. We are officially done.
Not entirely. What about answering the postcard?
Nope, that's right. Well, I can't do it. I think I actually have scrubber's elbow.
I know what that's like. Well, I can do it, though. It may take me a while to get back down to the hub. Oh. Hey Warner, I'm Mike and I'm a part of Connect HQ. And I wanted to share this verse with you. It goes like this. Revelation 19:16. On his robe at his thigh was written this title, King of all kings and Lord of all lords. No matter who's in charge or what's going on, nothing can change that Jesus is the King of everything. And it gets even better. One day, Jesus is going to come back. And when he does, he'll finish the war on evil and bring a new heaven and a new earth. He'll rule forever and everything will be good and right and perfect. And because of that, we can have hope now. We don't have to wait until Jesus comes back to fight for what's right when we see things that are unfair or unjust in the world. He's given each of us gifts to make things right, here and now. We can work with Jesus right now to spread his love to everyone around us. Getting picked last and being made fun of is really tough. And I'm sorry you're going through that, Warner. But know that Jesus does care about you, and he wants you to stand up for what's right. You can help Jesus make all things new. Ask him what he made you to do, and he'll show you how to make a difference right now. Remember, Connect HQ is here to help you. Yeah, I'm God. You will never defeat me. You are a knight now. I am now Knight Mike. Ooh, that sounds like a superhero name. Jesus is the good and loving king, and he's gonna come back to reign forever. And he wants to be your friend. Isn't that amazing? If you've not made the decision to make Jesus your leader and number one friend, you can today. All you have to remember are your ABCs. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is the leader of your life and your number one friend. Did you make that decision today? If you did, I'm so excited for you. Be sure to talk about it with a parent or leader you trust.